whoa. That's not rude. That's a scathing satire. There's a difference. That is rude in Austin's chat? I disagree. NL, the guy who invaded you just invaded me and I killed him. Get avenged. I love fighting on stairs. Are you sure? It could have just been any new player. But thank you. These aren't parries, they're staries. We're gonna kill the channeler. Hello, Ruka. If you guys are so smart, you ever consider not all getting stuck in the door together? Did you open the shortcut? Not yet. So I wanted to kill the Chandler. I'm physically incapable of saying Chandler anymore. It has to be the Chandler. After killing him, which we have done, we're going to kill all these hollows. Skeet, 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 skeet. And then we're going to head back to Firelink Shrine. Well, I guess, you know, we still got Estus. We should tackle all the stuff up here. Real quick. I'm gonna get Lautrec, yes. Chat, what is worse, dabbing or praising the sun? I'm gonna tell you straight up. Praising the sun is so much worse than dabbing. That was an actual parry, and I'm insulted. Thank you. Here's why, and I love Dark Souls, as you can tell. I'm basically a Dark Souls professional. The reason praising the sun is worse is because it's become such a meme that it's almost in like the cake is a lie territory. Like, DAE fellow gamers, praise the sun, milady. You know, it's just like it's gone too far. And dabbing isn't. I'm not saying dabbing. Dabbing just makes me laugh. Because the primary people who dab are like 9-year-olds at sports games. So the thing that makes me very fun, or makes dabbing very fun for me, is seeing all the 10-year-olds who are like, I'm smarter than the 9-year-olds who dab, so dabbing is stupid.
Still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me?
Benicio del Toro?
I am stuck without recourse.
Excuse me?
Thank you. Yes. Sincerely. I am Knight Lordran of Karim.
Dubious Karim.
I truly appreciate this.
Seems like a good dude, yeah.
A reward. Only later.
Seems like a nice guy. Happy to see him.
Yes, very.
Yeah. I'll see you later. Oh, careful there. I'm not going to kill him now. I'm going to wait until he gives me a reason to kill him, and then I'm going to, you know, enjoy his reckoning in a different part of the game. I judge this man as quite trustworthy. Agreed, my dude. Dabbing is better than just sitting there awkwardly when the Jumbotron goes on you. I'm with you, man. What are you supposed to do? Like, I don't understand why the dabbing gesture is not okay, you know? People give a thumbs up, nobody goes, ugh, the thumbs up gesture. Didn't realize I was dealing with a bunch of idiots here. Well, we'll be heading downwards. Sick grind, bro. Because it got incorporated into the douchebag stereotype? Not for me, but maybe it's because I wasn't in college when dabbing was a thing. Dabbing was a thing. One level. I much prefer strength builds. I'm gonna go for a strength build. Did you join a fat boys club? What on earth does that mean? I have no idea what that means. Answer the question? You know, I got a little pudge. I don't know if that means I'm in the fat boys club. Morningstar and Talisman. You're in. Heck yeah, dude. Cracked red eye orbs. Oh, you didn't know you could do this? This is how you get a taste for invasions before you can do the 500-step process necessary to get to the actual Dark Wraith. No, I don't want to fight skeletons yet. I know the skeletons. Microsoft just announced a Gears of War mobile app and a Gears of War XCOM knockoff. So, I mean, I've never played a Gears of War game in my life. I might give Microsoft's Gears of War XCOM knockoff a chance. That sounds fine to me. My personal opinion is that that is A-okay. The more of those kind of games that come out, the happier I am. Just make sure you give Clifford a chance to take a look at it. Give me the endo first. Eat the Firekeeper's soul? I don't remember, okay? So I don't know, this game sometimes is so esoteric. It's like you eat the Firekeeper's soul, then you can't restore the fire down here after Lautrec murders her or something. I can't remember. Go to her? She's fine, dude. She's gonna be okay. If you give that one to the Firekeeper, then she upgrades your Estus to +1. It's okay. No rush. Unless I'm driving. Then I'll rush. On the stereo. Alright, you happy? I took a step forward before I smacked him. Still did not get him. It's a staircase, dude. You used it as an item during one of the races and it was hilarious. That sounds right. That sounds like me. Dude, it's like subtle. The thing that's getting me here is that in Bloodborne, when you commit, you can roll out of the attack so fast. In this, when you commit, you're committed. So you really, it's not a huge difference. Stop that. But you do have to be, paying a little bit closer attention. Will there be invasions on Josh Day tomorrow? I'll just, like, kill that dream right away. Probably not, because I don't think, you know, invasions require some setup time. I don't know if anybody but me even owns the remaster yet. And definitely with E3 this weekend, like, nobody else is gonna have... And, yeah, plus Hafu, I don't think has ever played Dark Souls. So there's, like, a long... There's a lot of reasons why it's unlikely. Potentially on a Wednesday or something, it seems, plausible. What's your Souls power ranking? Ah, that's tough, man. That's a tough question. Because, like... 1, everybody's got a soft spot for 1, obviously. But I think that I might enjoy Bloodborne more. They're both very good. In case you didn't know. In case you haven't heard of these games. Bad. That'll work. There is a lot less screeching in this one than in Bloodborne. You're not kidding. I remember that one. The bells! The bells, Sawyer! Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You gotta die once against this guy. Now we got the Gargoyle's tail axe, so we can equip that. That guy, the other one had already lost his tail. What's up with that? If we upgrade the tail axe, it might be better, but... Oh, the second just spawns without it? So yeah, I like Dark Souls 2 a lot. But I haven't played it in forever, and, you know, it's not the most popular opinion, for sure. 2 is greater than 1 equals 3? I don't know, man. So the thing is, I played through Dark Souls 1 probably like 8 times, and I've played, Dark Souls 2 through probably like 8 times. I played Dark Souls 3 through once, and I think I just hit the point where I was like, you know, I'm soulsed out, at least for a little while. Dark Souls 3 was fine, and definitely, like, it fixed a lot of the problems with 2. So that made me mad because I was trying to kick for once, but fixed a lot of the problems that people had with 2. But I don't know, there's just something about, like, the magic was a little less there. Just because of the fact that it's, like, the 500th Souls game you've played. Can you not, please? What about Demon Souls? I've never played it. I would, but the servers just went offline. It's not necessarily like a big deal, but just I'm a little late for certain. Can you stop flying, please? I dispute this. Extremely bad. Heal up. Heal up. Bring it back. Come rewind. Powerful impact. Boom from the cannon. Alright, let's do it. How did his tail grow back? It's another David. Oh no. Okay, so here's where the real Dark Souls begins. And this is where we die! I did say die very loudly. I just want the one to stop using the fire, please. Incredible. My extremely limited window. Entirely exhausted. Alright, buddy. Alright, alright, alright. You're a real piece of work, you know that? I've lost the other one. No! I hit the wrong button! I hit the wrong button. Please roll. I deserve to die here. Okay, this is the real Thornforge's life starts now. I deserve that. Oh my god. Sorry, I think I need more momentum early on. I got stuck in a terrible moment there. I actually think, like, get rid of all this. We gotta be a little faster. Wait, NL, are you in a hotel or something now? I thought you were at E3. My role feels exactly the same, by the way. I don't go to E3 anymore because I don't like traveling for video game events. And the reason for that is because I spend all day, every day, interfacing with video games. And it's beautiful. But on the other hand, when I travel, I would rather not have, like, what essentially amounts to vacation time be sucked up by previewing a game that I may never play, if I'm just being honest. So, like, you guys are so rude about it, by the way. Like, I get the joke. He travels to Japan 10 times a year. Well, like, you know, 3 times in the last 4 years. But sure, 10 times a year. That works for you. I'm here making content for you, and you're like, why don't you go to E3 and deprive us of this wonderful stream? Didn't you buy tickets for E3 during a Binding of Isaac episode? That was PAX. That's totally different. I go to that because it's 2 hours away by driving. I could have been, hey. I could have been tempted to do E3 restreams, but I don't know. Like, the thing with the E3 restreams is they're fine and they're fun to be a part of. But at the same time, like, they so often end up being, like, the same. And I really, like, I like streaming and I like recording. I don't care about being the guy who is, like, who you look to for industry, like, insight. I just, like, that doesn't interest me at all. It's talking about, like, the business of toys. What does this mean for the NPD sales rankings in March for the Nintendo Switch? It doesn't matter to me. I'd rather just be here cracking jokes. Dude, that was horrible. I do take that role on Roundtable from time to time. I do, but I don't know, even on Roundtable, I've expressed this to the guys, like, they know this isn't coming as, like, a shot against them, but I'm like, do we need to talk so much about news every week? Like, I feel like we have, like, the same characteristics when it comes to, like, gaming news, which is, like, the news story right off the headline, you know whether it's going to be good news or bad news. And then we all have to, like, justify our own opinions on it, you know? Ubisoft is selling something. This is bad. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is, you know? I know I used to do news on the NLSS. Hey, here's one that'll shock you. I also used to shit my pants when I was a baby. Many things in my... I deserve that, but as I've gotten older, many of the things in my life have changed, including my preferences and the role that I want to occupy in this space. I used to be 4 years old. Now I'm not 4 years old any longer. The most important thing to me in my life is not the new line of Crazy Bones coming out. That counts as 5 deaths. I agree. Just crank it up there. What's Crazy Bones? 3D printed pieces of plastic. You throw them at each other, and if you knock them over, you get to steal your opponent's crazy bone. They're like Pogs. It's very similar to Pogs. The E3 conference is over. What did I miss at the Microsoft conference? Somebody said there was a new Life is Strange, Shadows Die Twice, Cuphead DLC. They announced a new DMC. That's pretty cool. Alright, fine. I will kill you. I don't want to, but I will do it. God, if only my character was left-handed. They legit announced a new Battletoads. Now that's something I will be cynical about. Because if they do it like Mega Man 9 and 10 were done, sick. They announced the first Funko Pop game. As always with Microsoft, I never know what the line between satire and reality is. I could see them having a Funko Pops video game. It's true. You know. The Lego video games turned out pretty well. Who knows? Maybe Funko Pop's got something going for them. For all I know. I did not see From Software's new game. I was busy playing From Software's older game. Almost jumped right off the edge. This is a fight where having a shield is not an admission of weakness. It's just sensible. Surprise, baby. Don't fire me. I quit. Okay, now you run a little bit. You son of a gun. You're good. You're good. Told you I was good. All right. He's done it. Actual damage done to the Gargies. Post second Gargoyle existing. Had a feeling that was going to happen. One day at a time, baby. One day at a time. Terrible, terrible. Terrible! Oh! Dude, once the second gargoyle spawns, there's like no chance. How did you beat Orphan of Kos? Well, the honest answer is it took like 3 hours. It took a long time. We'll beat him. It just takes a while, you know. Dark Souls, it's an exercise in humility, I think, is what Dark Souls is. You know, you gotta learn how to lose before you can learn how to win. So I learned a very valuable lesson right there. Summon both Sun Boys. No, the thing is, if you summon the Sun Lords, it's the easiest fight of all time. You just stand back and then defeat them by holding L1 and letting Solaire kill everything. And then you go into Twitch chat and you go, oh, you think these guys are hard? So we gotta do it the 1v1 way. Like, here's the thing. I've beaten Dark Souls 1 before, but I almost always summon on gargoyles, and I almost always summon on Ornstein and Smo. And then apart from that, everything else I fight solo, I think. And, you know, I love this section of the game because it's really just Gwyn practice. Mechanics are still very strong on this staircase. You never summon Iron Tarkus. So the thing is, I have summoned Iron Tarkus, but usually, what's that dude's name? The Iron Giant, Iron Golem? He's not that hard. He's actually, like, very easy. So I'm thinking, here's my new strat. You are just gonna be torn apart before your buddy can even land. Not going very well so far. Okay, his buddy has landed. Now would be a very good time . Well, we have failed miserably. Stop with the fire! See you in hell! I've decided Dark Souls is actually bad. See, this is why you should have saved the resin. Oh, you mean the resin that I used accidentally when I thought that the Estus was equipped. You're telling me I shouldn't have accidentally used the resin for no reason, and instead I should have saved it for combat, perhaps. What a valid opinion. Nah. I'm gonna try one more. We can always summon Solaire, if we have to. Please, I'm begging you, sir. David Miyazaki, make your staircase work. Let's go. Disasters are gone, by the way, after the defeat of the Gravelord's servant. Oh, that explains it. I was dealing with the Gravelord's servant. No wonder it was so difficult. Please stop opening with this attack. This guy is a master dodger as well. That's also very annoying. Hold on. Drink this. Hey, stop. I can hear the hollows at the fog door. I kicked him. I kicked the gargoyle. to show dominance. There's so many memes I'm unaware of from the Dark Souls community. So the real situation here is you actually do have to do the Offspring song. You gotta keep them separated. Stop jumping. The game doesn't handle verticality that well. Alright, you know what? You got me honestly on that one. It was the Gravelord? I told you, dude! Somebody's using all those dried fingers on me. Once again, I'm attacked for presenting new ideas. That makes me very upset. Good one. Told you he's very easy. So you got the ultimate reward, the Gargoyle helmet. And some twin humanities. You don't have to use twin humanities. Don't have to use twin humanities. Gargoyle's down. Honestly, probably the second hardest boss in the game. I'm only being like, well, if we're not including the DLC, I'm only being half sarcastic. What's the first hardest? Capra Demon. Wait, where's Kareem? So you're saying that Ornstein and Smo are easier than the Gargoyles? Yeah. They're like, it's Pinwheel is the easiest, and then Ornstein and Smo come after. Correct. Ornstein and Smo are very easy. All you have to do is summon the Capra Demon to fight them for you. I think Quelaag is harder than the Gargoyles.